And there has been a big victory for the New Zealand cricket team in India. Ajaz Patel has been the toast of the town after his incredible match haul at the Wankhede Stadium that sunk the Invincibles or the Indian cricket team on Indian soil. He picked up 11 wickets in the match to hand India a 25-run loss in Mumbai. The hero of the match and the player of the match of the Mumbai Test, Ajaz, is with us. Thank you very, very much for talking to us. Ajaz, one of the beautiful memories of the Test match for me was of your daughter. After you guys had completed the rout, she came out, outstretched arms there. What does she remember? What are her memories of the Test match?
Yeah, to be honest, it's been very, very special, I guess, to have my family here. My wife, my daughter, mum and dad were here as well. And so it was really cool to be able to play in front of them. Obviously, I don't get many opportunities to play at home. So for them to be here and be able to watch me play has been very special. My daughter, um, it's a really special moment, I guess, to be able to take them out onto the field. She's very young at this point in time, so I don't know how much of it she will remember, but she has a great memory. So hopefully she'll remember it. But I think at the moment she doesn't really quite understand what just happened and what had unfolded. So it'll be a nice memory to share with her, I guess, once she's a little bit older and understands a bit more around what's just happened.
Ajaz, let me ask you about the celebrations in the Kiwi camp. Are they still going on? What have they been like?
Yeah, there was certainly some celebrations, I guess, post game, but they were also wrapped up fairly quickly because obviously we've got some series coming up, and then we've got a big series coming up back home. So yeah, while we do certainly make sure we enjoy the wins because they are special, especially Test victories and Test matches are extremely special for us, and we hold them in very high regard. So we certainly celebrated that. And it was nice because I guess when you're having those celebrations, it's nice to just sit around a table and have some good conversations around, what we just achieved, how we went about it, what different people did throughout the series was quite special to kind of be able to do and share and have those moments together.
Ajaz, you won 3 Test matches and all 3 may have been very, very special for all of you. But apart from those winning moments, can you tell us what are the top 3 memories that you take home from this series?
Well, it's got to be the wins in each game, I guess. Those final moments, I guess, whether it be in Bangalore or Pune or Mumbai, because we know how difficult it is to win in India, and we know how strong the Indian team is. And I guess for us, to be able to come here and play the style of play that we wanted to play and compete with India and also in their conditions has been very, very special. And those are the things that I think I'll carry away with me, I guess, going back home as well.
Ajaz, the win mustn't have happened overnight. There must have been a long period of preparation. How have you guys prepared during the winter months? Of course, we saw the fast bowlers win you the first test, and then it was down to the spinners like Mitchell Santner and yourself that completely did India in.
Yeah, I guess a lot of guys had some time in the winter to be able to prepare on turning wickets. And it wasn't just this series. I guess we knew we had 2 games against Sri Lanka as well. And the nature of the World Test Championship now is that it's so important to make sure that you try and get a few wins away from home as well. And that certainly takes you a long way, I guess, in terms of the standings in the championship table. So. It was nice. We had some great training venues back home in Tauranga and in Lincoln where we had turning wickets available that we could
Right.
go and practice on and train on from both a bowling and a batting perspective. So that was a good lead into, I guess, coming to Asia, and then obviously having played 2 games in Sri Lanka and then coming to India, it certainly helped as well.
Right, you mentioned about those 2 matches in Sri Lanka that you came to India after having succumbed to losses and then did a spectacular turnaround. In India, were there any particular batters that you had planned for, or one person that you had been, all the Kiwi bowlers have had confidences over, have targeted?
Ma'am, I have to plan for all of them because you don't know who you're going to be bowling to. So as a bowler, you have to plan for all of them, and I certainly had my plans for every individual batter, and then it was just a matter of executing that out in the middle.
Now that Kiwi bowlers have done India in, and India head to a very important, head down under for a very important assignment. They need 4-0 win to get into the World Test Championship final. What tips would you like to give to the Aussie bowlers, if at all?
So the Aussie bowlers, none. We're Kiwis. We don't necessarily. I guess, you know, we have that rivalry with Australia, and so at this stage, I don't think I would want to give them an edge at all.
Given the kind of results that India has had in their last 2 outings in Australia, do you still think, despite this result at home, India has an edge? What are the chances of India of turning this around and winning the series down under 4-0?
Yeah, look, it's funny because sometimes teams under pressure can come out and do some special things, and I guess, it's the mindset. What kind of mindset do they take over? And I guess if India go out with the mindset that, you know what, we're going to turn it around and do something special in Australia and show everyone how good a team we are, then that mindset will probably hold them in good stead. And they are a very strong side. They have some exceptional world-class players. So there's no doubt that they'll go over there and probably stack up quite well against Australia, but it's just a matter of having the right mindset and having that belief. And sometimes, when you've lost, it can be hard to kind of, I guess, take that positive mindset and have that positive belief. And it's really important for Team India now, I guess, to turn that around and be really positive going into the next series.
Ajaz, there's a lot of talks about how spinning tracks backfired India. Would you agree with that?
Look, I think, when you come to India, I think as an opposition team, I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges that you face. So I don't necessarily think that's the reason, but at the same time, I believe we played some very good cricket, and I believe our batters played exceptionally on spinning wickets. I think in the past, we probably wouldn't have been as successful on spinning wickets if our batters hadn't been working on their game against spin. And I think our game from a batsmanship perspective has certainly grown, but also from a spin bowling collective, we've got guys stepping up at different times, and that's been awesome to see as well. So I don't necessarily think it's the wicket. I think a little bit of credit has to go to us and the way that we've played and the style of cricket that we've brought to the subcontinent.
Ajaz, I think it's little ironic that the most successful foreign spinner on Indian soil is born in India, 25 wickets in Wankhede Stadium. Tell us about this moment of personal glory.
Oh man, I guess having grown up in New Zealand, personal glory doesn't really feel that nice. I think we like to shy away from the limelight. But certainly it's been very special, and I guess, I'm grateful to God first and foremost, that it is truly a blessing that, being in Mumbai and being born in Mumbai and brought up, I guess, somewhat in Mumbai, to be able to have a record like that in, I guess, my second home has been pretty cool. And I guess it's really nostalgic, and it's quite a special moment for me and my family as well, to be able to say that that's something that I've achieved over here, which is quite unreal to me sometimes.
Well, it may be unreal, but the moment is true. Thank you very much for joining us at this hour and sharing your thoughts on that remarkable win by the New Zealand cricket team, and you playing a very important role in it. Go and enjoy the moment. Thank you very much, Ajaz, once again.